The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
Open man down the field. It's Bowers. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Flush to his right. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there. No hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. Here's a toss right side with White. There's a nice move. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And now they'll throw with Lance.
Flushed out right. That's caught at the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay. And early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
To throw, it's Lance.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Brock Bowers
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Raiders are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Lance
sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Las Vegas, certainly the home to a bunch of great shows, but none worth the price of admission more than Davante Adams. Produced over 1,100 yards for the 4th straight year despite some instability around him. And he's looking to make it 5 straight this season.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
The Raiders at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And this would be quite a start for them if they could win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do them any favors. They gave them 2 road games right out of the gate. But the thinking on the team has to be, imagine if we win these 2 games. What a setup for the rest of the season for us.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Lance now to throw.
Escaping the pressure right.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Lance.
He'll buy some time right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off. And
this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Brock Bowers
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3. Working from the gun, Lance.
Buying time to his left.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. There's Charles Harris getting home for the sack.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Lance looking to throw it.
Eluding the pressure right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
And Lance going to throw.
Flush to his right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 30 yards there. And, of course, the 1st down as well. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
A final shot before half for Lance.
Looking deep for Adams. And this one is incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll start in the NFC with an intriguing one at AT&T Stadium. New Orleans paying a visit to Dallas. And it's the home team who are out in front. C.D. Lamb with a touchdown catch from Dak Prescott. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they trail the visiting Colts as that one's gone to the intermission. It's Anthony Richardson, the Florida man, with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Bucs still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown. Now Lance on the bootleg.
They'll roll him out right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 4. Now Lance.
Flushed out right.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call,
Automatic
mark off the
first down.
5, and keep it moving.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Lance.
Eluding the pressure right.
He'll let this go for Adams. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Breaks through the contact. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability to go through trash, come out the other side, avoid and run through contact, and keep your balance.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Rolling to his right. And that's complete to Adams. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Lance.
Flush to his right. still fighting. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Madison will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Alexander Madison with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So his great start to the season continues. He found the end zone time after time in the opener. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
From the 29, here's the 2nd down and 4.
Back to throw. Lance flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Looking to throw. Lance escaping the pressure right.
That is caught.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lance eluding the pressure right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Flush to his right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Now 2nd and 5.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Now Lance.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Raiders are on their way to a 2-0 start.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
The Raiders offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental. Lance looking to throw.
Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Here's Lance.
Eluding the pressure right. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis.
I'm one of the first in the ice tub tonight, fellas.